If I ask a question like, how fast can a child learn how to read in a classroom? Scientists change the answer to, how fast does the average child learn how to read in that classroom? And then we tailor the class right towards the average. And what I posit, and what positive psychology posits, is that if we study what is merely average, we will remain merely average. Maybe we can glean information, not just how to move people up to the average, but how we can move the entire average up at our companies and schools worldwide. What we're finding is not necessarily the reality that shapes us, but the lens through which your brain views the world that shapes your reality. And if we can change the lens, not only can we change your happiness, we can change every single educational and business outcome at the same time. 90% of your long-term happiness is predicted not by the external world, but by the way your brain processes the world. What we found is that only 25% of job successes are predicted by IQ. 75% of job successes are predicted by your optimism levels, your social support, and your ability to see stress as a challenge instead of as a threat. Here's how we get to health. We need to reverse the formula for happiness and success. So most companies and schools follow a formula for success, which is this: if I work harder, I'll be more successful. And if I'm more successful, then I'll be happier. First, every time your brain has a success, you just change the goalpost of what success looked like. You got good grades, now you have to get better grades. You got into a good school, now you have to get a better school. And if happiness is on the opposite side of success, your brain never gets there. And that's because we think we have to be successful, then we'll be happier. If you can raise somebody's level of positivity in the present, then their brain experiences what we now call a happiness advantage, which is your brain at positive performs significantly better than it does at negative, neutral, or stressed. Your brain at positive is 31% more productive than your brain at negative, neutral, or stressed. You're 37% better at sales. If we can find a way of becoming positive in the present, then our brains work even more successfully. Because dopamine, which floods into your system when you're positive, has two functions. Not only does it make you happier, it turns on all the learning centers in your brain. We've found that there are ways you can train your brain to be able to become more positive. We've done these things in research now in every single company that I've worked with, getting them to write down 3 new things that they're grateful for 21 days in a row. Their brain starts to retain a pattern of scanning the world not for the negative, but for the positive first. Exercise teaches your brain that your behavior matters. Journaling about one positive experience you've had over the past 24 hours allows your brain to relive it. We find that meditation allows your brain to get over the cultural ADHD that we've been creating by trying to do multiple tasks at once. And finally, random acts of kindness or conscious acts of kindness. We get people, when they open up their inbox, to write one positive email praising or thanking somebody in their social support network. And by doing these activities, what we found is we can reverse the formula for happiness and success, and in doing so, create a real revolution. Thank you very much.